I'm Leon Thomas. Welcome to NRG This Week. I'm here with NRG President and CEO Mike Weiner. Mike, good morning. How you doing?
Hey, Leon, good morning. I am doing great. How are you this morning?
Everything is just groovy. So tell us something good that's happening at NRG.
I tell you what, Leon, we've got so much going on, but tomorrow night we are doing at 8 p.m. Eastern the NRG Experience, which is an introductory for new people looking at NRG. And we have got Zig Ziglar's son, Tom Ziglar, coming out, Leon. It's going to be exciting. You guys know Zig's history and so forth. And one of our members, John Waller, who you had on a couple of weeks ago, has Tom coming. So I would definitely encourage everybody to jump on the Energy Experience tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern.
All right, great. Looking forward to being a part of that. Mike, could you tell us? We have some guests with us today. Introduce the guests that are on the NRG this week. Go ahead and introduce them, please.
Thank you, Leon. I'm very excited to introduce. We've got Jennifer Garcia, who I've known well over 10 years. She's in the Columbia area and very big in the holistic. And we've got Christine Schmidt, one of our newer members up in our New York City group. So really pumped up and excited to have both of these women with us this morning, Leon, on the show.
All right, great. Let's start with Christine. Christine, tell us the name of your business. Tell us what you do.
Sure. It's actually called Creative Business Systems, and it got started in April of 2022. I was in the Dominican Republic, and we came up with a business plan on a business retreat. So basically, what I do is I took a niche from my day job. I work in clinical research, and I always enjoy doing process and procedures, writing cheat sheets, making things easier and simplifying them. So I took that aspect of my job and I'm expanding it into my own business on the side. So I will be doing a systems analysis on a company's needs and making recommendations and seeing if I can remove duplicate processes and making things better so that they can get to the next level in their business. And I'll also be doing a process and procedure manual to help with their tasks on a day-to-day basis so that when they're ready to, they can hire a virtual assistant or even move into a virtual team.
Okay, all right, cool, good deal. And Jennifer's with us as well. Jennifer, tell us. Maybe Jennifer isn't with us. Looks like she's dropped out of the stream. So Christine, let's stick with you
All
for a
right.
little bit longer here. So when you say you're going to help with systems and help maybe eliminate duplicate processes, give us an example of what that means so folks understand the term duplicate processes and systems. Lay that on us so people
Sure.
really get it.
Yeah, so basically, in my day job, I was managing the full-time employees that were coming in and people that were being hired for the full-time employee positions. And basically, we were meeting once a week, every month to discuss challenges. So basically, there was no longer that need. And I asked my boss, I'm like, can we just break it down to twice a month? And then we went down to once a month and then 0 times a month. And I basically sent email updates to the team regarding the positions that were filled.
Okay, all right, I like it. I like it. Now tell me, how did you meet Mike Weiner? I mean, I have a unique story. Everyone has a unique story in how they met Mike. All right. Now, but sometimes those are two different versions. The stories change, right?
Yep.
So first, let's hear from Mike. Mike, tell us how you met Christine. Then Christine, I want you to tell us the truth on how you met Mike.
Okay.
Mike, you go first.
This is the truth, Leon. Christine was referring, I can't remember which member it was, Christine. You can help on that, but Christine was referred to me. She came to the New York City NRG group and she immediately joined after the meeting. She got it. She's, as you can tell, very energetic, very passionate about what she does. And there's not a real big story there, Leon. She was referred in. Maybe Christine can remind me who the member was. She came to the meeting. She's like, Mike, I love this. Referrals on the spot. What's not to like? And Christine and I started to develop the friendship after that. So I'm really interested to hear Christine's version.
Okay, go ahead, Christine.
It's not far from your version, Mike. So basically, I am being coached by Chris Salem, who is my power coach in the Maverick Mastermind group. And basically, the mastermind group is their goal is to double their income in a year. Um, so Chris Salem introduced me to Mike Weiner, and I hopped on a meeting, and I loved it. I love meeting new people and networking, and that's just a gift of mine. So I joined immediately after the meeting.
Okay, great. Now, our other guest today is Jennifer Garcia. Jennifer, good morning. Welcome to NRG this week.
Good morning.
So tell us about your business.
My business is Spiritual Spectra. I help people to alleviate pain and stress through Reiki, meditation, and spiritual consultations.
Now, I've heard the term Reiki before. What is that?
Reiki is a natural healing therapy. It is a type of energy healing modality. What it does is it works with the client's energy in the body and the practitioner's energy. And through that, as we bring in clean, positive energy into the person's body, we're able to heal various aspects of the body. We can alleviate muscle tension and pain. We can lower a person's stress levels. I had a client who was on the brink of a heart attack, and I was able to get her to a place where she could just calm her breathing, slow her heart rate. So it can help in a lot of different ways.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Great. Now, how did you get into what you're doing now? What's your background? How did you start into this?
So, because I was actually stressed out. I was in a different career field, and I just had some really a lot of negative experiences that led me to have a panic attack. And at the time, I thought it was a heart attack. And soon after that, I got an email announcing this energy healing class. At the time, I knew absolutely nothing about it. I didn't even know if I believed in it. But the description of the class of who it was for just sounded like it was for me. And I took the class, and by the end of the class, I realized that part of the reason why I was stressed out wasn't just because of the negative people that were in my career field at the time, but also because I was in the wrong career field. I wasn't being honest with myself, and that I really just wasn't happy.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wanted to be on a path where I help other people not only alleviate stress, but also really make better choices for their life so that they can be happy.
Okay. I like it. I like it. And you're right. So many people are stressed out, and there's so many reasons that we all are. Yeah. So, Mike, you've known Jennifer. Go ahead and tell us how you met Jennifer. And Jennifer, we'll hear your story as well. Go ahead, Mike. Tell us how you met Jennifer, please.
Yeah, Jennifer's really cool. We've become really good friends. Beside her being a member, she was my internship director when we did the college internship program last summer. But I met Jennifer years ago. She was in NRG when she had her web business, and then she came back in NRG really in the last couple of years doing Reiki. And I've got an amazing testimonial after my triple bypass, Lee, on March 13th of 2020, the month I was recovering afterwards. The pain meds were not doing anything. You know, they take a vein out of your leg, put it in the heart, and on a scale 1 to 10, my pain was a 54. And in a 45-minute phone session, not live, not Zoom, but over the phone, Jennifer was able to take my pain from a 54 down to a 4. And that's just amazing. And that was really the road to recovery for me back in March and April of 2020. But I've known Jennifer for a long time. She's a great member, and she's a great healer. And I would, tell the audience, anybody that's sick or worried about being sick, Jennifer is definitely your go-to. She's made a big impact for me, Leon, and she's more than just a member. She's a good friend, an ambassador of NRG, and she's got an amazing healing ability, whether it's Zoom, whether it's live, or whether it's over the phone. So we go back a good 10 plus years, Leon.
Okay. All right. Good deal. Good deal. Let's bring Christine back on the screen with Jennifer. Have everyone here together. And Christine, let's start with you. Tell us the biggest wins out of NRG. Why are you a member of Network Referral Group? What are the biggest wins? If someone were to ask you, why should you join NRG? What would you tell them?
I have a very long list of referrals I'm still following up on. So I get referrals every meeting, and Mike is so focused on serving others and making an impact, and that's what I really enjoy about being in the group. He has a high amount of energy to, help other people make an impact as well.
Okay, Jennifer, what about you? If someone were to say, "Why should I join NRG?" What's your pitch? Why would they do that? Why?
Well, for me, I've gotten clients not only within NRG itself, but also through referrals outside of NRG. But more than anything, I would say it's the NRG culture. We create a culture of positivity, of support for one another. I've been in other networking groups before, and I never had that. It was always very kind of competitive, even though we were supposed to be helping each other out. And I think that I realized how different NRG was when the pandemic hit. And every week, every morning, these bright, positive, happy faces of people like, how can we pivot? How can we adapt our businesses? How can we continue to grow through all of this? How can we support you? And having that through this hard time made it so much easier. And I think that we appreciate that more so now than before. I think we take a lot of things for granted in our life, and we unfortunately accept too much negativity in our life. We do. And we until you're in a real positive environment, you realize I don't need to put up with that anymore, and I need to be in a place where I'm going to be supported as a business owner.
Okay, I like it. I like it. Now, Mike, tell us this. With NRG and going virtual and all the things that are going on, as I'm understanding it now, NRG is more than just networking. You're providing education and so much more. Tell us about some of those other things that NRG offers.
And Leon, I do want to give kudos to Jennifer because when I was in the hospital, COVID hit that week, and Hogan shut down Maryland. The whole world got shut down, and Jennifer was like, "You need to go to Zoom," and she was a big part of why we did that. But as far as, beside the weekly networking meetings, we have a mastermind Michelle Wilson runs. So you bring your biggest problems to her. That's twice a month. We have a speaker series that's unbelievable. We've got speakers every single month, all the way through January of next year, Leon. We have a quarterly extravaganza where we bring the whole nation, the whole country together. September 9th is going to be the next one. We've also got the NRG Experience, which is brand new. We've done 5 of those. We've already brought in 8 new members, and that's for new people looking at NRG. But the culture of NRG is second to none. We're very different. It's all law of attraction and serving people, and people say it, but we actually talk the talk, walk the walk, and as Tom Cavanaugh, one of our members, says, we execute. And that's the thing. When I look at NRG, we're a one-stop shop, not just for your networking needs, but to learn how to sell, close, social media, forecast, anything involved with being a business owner or a selling professional, NRG addresses. And we do it, it'll be 23 and a half years at the end of June this month. So I'm,
Wow.
I'm proud of that fact.
All right, that's really, really good stuff there, Mike. Thank you. Now, Christine and Jennifer, we want our audience to know how they can get in touch with you. So, Christine, let's go with you first. Website, phone number, or whatever. How do people get in touch with you, Christine?
Sure, they can email me or call me. My number is 267-879-1057. My email is ceschmidt107@gmail.com. And I do have a brochure that I'd be happy to send anyone who's interested in my services.
All right, and lay the phone number out for us again, please. Can we have the phone number again, please?
Sure, it's 267-879-1057.
All right, great. Jennifer, how do folks get in touch with you?
Spiritual Spectra. My website is spiritualspectra.com. My email is info@spiritualspectra.com. Facebook, Instagram, same name, Spiritual Spectra. And my phone number is 1-888-934-3642. That's toll free for anywhere in the U.S. or on the world. And for those of you that like to text me, my text is 301-332-1573.
All right, great. Thank you very much, Jennifer Garcia and Christine Schmidt. Thank you both for being guests on NRG This Week. I'm Leon Thomas, the host of NRG This Week, co-host along with Mike Weiner. I'm the president of the Leon Thomas Group. To learn more about us, go to theleonthomasgroup.com. Thanks for watching NRG This Week. Here we go.